So, hello and welcome to my live stream, my channel. My name is Mike, or Michael, depending on what you want to call me. And as you can hear, I have tried out some new stuff. Let me just check that the audio is as it should be. So, it seems that the audio is as it should be. Let me just try to fiddle it with the settings regarding this docking that I have set up. Alright, so let's try it now. Yeah, that was much better. Now it doesn't release and attack as fast. Alright, so let me just get into the game. So, as you probably can hear, hopefully, I have tried some new plugins for OBS. It's some audio plugins that should make my sound, my voice sound better, and more crisp and all that. So I really hope it works. It should also, to some extent, prevent me from clipping. So, yeah. As I've told you in the last stream, I am experimenting a little bit with setting the timetable up for when it will be best for me and best for the stream here for me to stream. Obviously, since I'm from Denmark, it is, well, to most extent the best for me to stream in the daytime here. I have kids and all that, so I need to take care of that. So I really don't have the time to stream all the time, obviously. So yeah. So the timetable that you can see, first of all, it's not really set in my on my page yet. I haven't filled it out because I haven't set the timetable yet. Not yet. Let me just change the name of the stream, because this is not the first stream. This is the second one. There we go. Now the information should be changed so that it doesn't say the first stream ever, but instead said that we're going to go out with the MISC freelancer and do some box missions. Now I know that some of you might think that it would be very exciting to do some bounty hunter missions, and I will also do that. I have the freelancer is borrowed or loaned from CIG as of yet. That is, until they fix some bug that I have, a 30,009 or something like that error, an infinite load screen error. So other than that, you could say that regarding Star Citizen, I'm sorry it's late here, so I'm not regarding Star Citizen, we are still waiting for that patch 3.8.1. So hopefully it will correct some of the errors that we see still in the game. That would be very nice. And obviously also just had to have a sip of coffee. And obviously also the wipe that inevitably is coming here in this update, this patch. I'm a bit saddened about that, because I think that I have gotten my Avenger Titan pretty good beefed up. It's not perfectly upgraded yet, and to be honest, I really don't want to upgrade it yet more, because, well, I'm going to lose what I get anyway. So yeah. So let's, well, if there anyone out there of you who would like to ask me some questions, then please go right ahead. I'm open for it. Let me just write that. So other than that, there's not really much to say about Star Citizen, the updates and all that. There really isn't. Like I said, we're still waiting for that patch to come. Hopefully it will take care of some of the problems that are. I know that one of the things that the patch is supposed to take care of is all the duplicates that we have of all our ships all the way around. So that's one thing. So for the future, now that I'm here and the game is still loading, what would I like to see as a future in Star Citizen? Well, obviously I would like to see more planets, more systems. I know that the planets that they have planned for the Stanton system should be all there. They have to upgrade the Microtech planet, and Microtech has to have some moons, and also New Babbage needs to be upgraded so it has an interior that we can go inside, and so we can also sell stuff there. But I'm surely awaiting that we get some more ships. Some more new systems. And I think it's probably some way out in the future. The other thing that I of course would like to have is that they get the SOX really up and running. SOX is still a bottleneck in the system right now. Whenever an error arises in Star Citizen at the moment, it is most likely because of SOX. And that's just, I know, when you implement something new into a system, and especially when you implement something so big, it will inevitably give problems. That goes without saying, I will almost say. Alright, so now that my ship is, the game is loaded, let's go in and play some Star Citizen. Let me just switch screen here. There we go. Now I really hope that you can hear the desktop audio. Let me just spend 1 second, no, perhaps more than 1 second. Let me just spend a little bit of time to check that the game audio is in fact on this stream. Because on the last stream, I didn't have game audio, and the viewers that got into my stream didn't say anything, so I just happily played on. And well, it is a good 30 minutes of me talking and nothing really more than that. But I'm a bit relieved since that I checked that the music was there, the pause music that I have. So let me just spend 2 seconds to open my laptop and see whether there's sound there. Okay. I'm just going to write it to you also. All is well. The game audio is working. And my laptop is still on. Alright, so let's play some Star Citizen. I'm going to be here for sort of a 1.5 hour. So, and just like in all the other streams, whenever I start up the game, it's going to be quite laggy. And once again, I would like to state right away that it is not because of my graphics card or anything like that. It is not because of my internet connection not being able to handle it. It is actually my hard drive that is still having issues. Because it's a hard drive, it's not an SSD. I don't have an SSD yet. But that will hopefully change soon. If any of you also would like to ask me how I have set up these plugins here in... I have downloaded the Reaper plugins to help me... I would like to get out of this door. Yeah. Oh, it is so laggy. And I can see that our friends are still standing around on the... Whoa, what's going on with your head? Oh, that doesn't really look... That didn't look very healthy. Alright, so I have downloaded the Reaper plugins. Not sure what they're called. They're called RIA plugins, something like that. VST plugins, you can download them absolutely for free. For now, I have used a noise gate. And then I have set up an equalizer, and finally I have compressed the dynamic range in order for my voice to sound as crisp and clear as it can, given the fact that I have not a $1,000 microphone. I have a couple of $100 microphone, 120 or something like that, Blue Yeti. So yeah, I know I am also one of those people with that infamous Yeti, but I must admit I have tested it in various situations. I have my wife is singing in a relatively small choir, not really small, but relatively small. And we tested. Oh, how nice! This looks really unpleasant. And we tested the microphone with me. With her singing, with me recording the choir, and it seemed to be pretty good. So I am very satisfied with how that microphone is handling what I need it for. Look at that. I must admit, when I see this in this game, if we look past the fact that I have this choppiness because it's still loading a lot of data from the hard drive, I almost get sort of the feeling that I would like to sort of sniff in all that lovely polluted air. Yeah. Unfortunately, Lorville on Hurston is a construction city, so yeah. I don't think it's a really pleasant place to be when you, especially if you have breathing problems. But let's see if we can I still have that MISC freelancer. Well, it is in an essence both good news if I have it and if I don't have it. Because if I have it, it will mean that I know that this is going to be tough, hard work to build up an audience for my streams here, but hopefully when I get all of these stupid things with OBS not doing what I wanted to do and all that, when I got that locked down and get a good handle on the settings that I need, so all of it sounds just as it should, then hopefully I can hopefully I can get some more viewers, that is. I'm not going... Yeah, I'm going to check in a little bit whether I should turn the audio for the mic up a little bit. Let me just do that and see what happens. Yeah, it's okay. And then perhaps turn the game audio down to just a tad. Because when we get in the airplane, it's going to be very noisy, and that shouldn't be the dominant force. And this is one of the problems I hope that they really get solved in Star Citizen very soon. That is that at various points in time, various hours of the day, the trains are bugged. And obviously, again, it is probably something, I think, with the SOCs, server-side object container streaming, Simply, I don't know it, but I would guess that it means that the server can't send the trains the right places at the right time. Let's see how far it goes. Yeah, I can't see the time. But we are getting to Tisa Spareport. Spareport. Yes.
Tisa Spaceport.
Yeah, Tisa Spaceport. Thank you. I cannot speak right now. Maybe some coffee will help with that. Alright, so I hope that this will be a good experience also for me streaming like this. Just like I've said a couple of times, I think I'm going to say it most of the time when I start my stream. The idea for me streaming is that I get some viewers, and obviously, yes. But the main basic part is that why do I want viewers?
Now arriving. Tisa Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
Okay. I want viewers because I want people to interact with me. That's the whole idea of me streaming. If I don't have people to talk with, it will be just the same as making my YouTube videos, and that is also why, well, that is basically also why I'm recording this at the same time. I might be able to make a little bit of commercial for my channel. Yeah, we need to... it's still loading some stuff in from the hard drive. Customs area, yeah, that's the right way. So, yes, I hope to get some viewers. I'm not sure. I don't want to say a lot of viewers because I think it's sort of... I know that this is going to be really hard and tough work to... in any way, because there's a lot of people, well, fighting over the same viewers, basically. And I am really not... I'm not established neither in the YouTube community nor the Twitch community, which is where I'm streaming right now. Alright, let's see if that... Yeah, it's still here. How cool is that? But now no, yeah, of course, that's... let's retrieve it. Yes, so I know that it's going to be tough work, and that's okay. I want to get there on my own accord. Of course, if I can get some shoutouts and all that from people I know, it will only be good. And so, it is not about making money. Yes, if I could do this at my day work, that would be pretty nice, because then I don't have to apply for jobs all the way around. But that's actually not my intention. My intention with getting a lot of viewers on a stream like this, oh, I think it was Hanker 6, is that I have someone to converse with. I have found, and I think that many YouTubers actually find the same thing as I have, that doing YouTube videos for yourself, it's okay. It's really fine. I don't mind it because I like editing the videos and I like putting them out, and they are there for a very long time, right? Let me see if that's yeah, that's a freelancer, and that is hello. Wow. You can do some stuff. So let's get inside it and see if we can get some missions to do to earn some money that we can lose in the next patch. Yeah. That's just the way it is. But then again, I suppose that the freelancer will also be gone with the wind when that patch... no. Oh, I just thought I was gotten trapped in the walk. And yeah, one other bug. When you're in the freelancer, you can get trapped. Alright, so let's hope that I don't have any... Maybe I should have done this before. Well, got in the freelancer anyway. Let's see. FTLs, any... 8,900, that's a good one. Let's take that. Lathan at Aerial. Yeah, that's okay, let's do that. Let's see if there are any more. One of the 6,000 ones, 10 are usually pretty good. If there's time for it, I might also do some bounty hunting. Yeah, that's a 6,000. Hanon Magda. Yeah, let's take that. And let's get the final... Where's that? Everest Harbor. Yeah, that's okay as well. Now we have 3. Maybe I should start up the ship first. No. Yeah. Alright. By flying me around. Thank you. I'm not sure whether this is necessary, but whenever I start this game up here, I will go in and load in all of these settings once again, so that I am absolutely sure that I have the correct settings for my little Logitech dual action. It's a really old... I think that most of the streamers here on Twitch, except for a few ones that I know, might even be too young to know this controller here. Nevertheless, when the ship is ready, we are ready. Alright, let me see. Comlink, vehicle, comlink. And let's contact Lowell. If I can. Please, let me contact Lowell. Hello. Don't give me a... I really hope that this is not an error. 30k error. Let's see. There we go. Yes, and for some reason, Lowell is very quiet. And they are, in fact, opening up. That was good. I love this little sunroof thingy, but it doesn't seem to be opening that much up, actually. Maybe it's because I'm in a big hangar and it takes some time. And take off. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Rear collision. Landing gear up.
Let's get this show on the road. Whoa, not that way. I really, really love this freelancer here. I want one. Me want. Alright, let's set the waypoint and get away. And if there's time on this stream, probably not. But if there is, I would really love to set route to Lathan. And let's go full all in. Yeah, it's there. Alright. Yeah, I know I still have to exit the atmosphere. I hope that the game audio is okay right now. I'm not sure whether it's too loud or it's okay. Because I don't have any feedback, so I can't actually hear how much sound I have. But from what I can see on the meters, it seems to be okay. It also means that what I hear in my headphones, it really doesn't represent what you are hearing. Yeah, sorry. I'm Danish. Get used to it. Yeah, there we are. What was I saying? Yeah, I have direct monitoring of my audio, so if you for some reason think that I seem to be talking a bit loud, it is simply because I am hearing something very loud in my ear headphones. That was the name they had, and it will not really represent what you hear. So, my first viewer on this stream, who is not myself, welcome. I hope that you will enjoy it as much as I will. If you're fortunate, you will see me, I'm not sure whether that's good or bad, you will see me crash. And if there's time for it, I expect to be on for, let me see how much, yeah, just about an hour now. We're doing 3 box missions, and that can take its time, I must say. But if there's time for it, when we have done these box missions, I am really up for some light bounty hunter missions. And I'm really terrible at doing fighter piloting stuff in this game, at least of yet. So, but maybe it will be entertaining nonetheless to see me shoot a little bit around. So let's see if there's time. Otherwise, I guess if there's not time for it today, you'll just have to get back the next time when I do the stream. And yeah, now that you are here, and now you're not. Okay. Let's turn on the headlights so that we don't crash into anything. And keep a good eye on that altimeter. I think I'm going in a pretty okay sense. Not too steep, not too shallow. But I can just barely see the ground on my screen here, so... Alright, now I can see more of it. So maybe we are clear and good. This Freelancer, it does have good headlights. And as you can see, we have a mountain here. I don't want to land on the mountain, so maybe I should just rise a little bit. Let's take off some of the velocity. Set the landing gear.
Landing gear down.
And find a nice spot to land the Freelancer. There we are. Nice and easy. Oh, I love this game. I'm telling you, seriously, if I could sort of get hooked onto a computer, a secure computer that is, of course, not something that could be hacked or anything like that, but if I could be hooked to a computer... stop. Let's see if I'm... Yeah, I'm at a good spot. Okay, let's just get a little over here and sit down.
Landing successful.
There we go. Where was I? Yes, if I could get hooked up to a server like this and sort of actually be in this game. If I weren't married and more importantly had children, I would seriously consider it. I know this sounds a little bit cheesy. I love this game. I think this game is by far one of the best games I have ever played. And I know it's a bit easy for me to say because there are two other major producers or games out there. There's No Man's Sky, and there is see, yeah, the stream seems to be doing well. There's No Man's Sky, and then there's Elite Dangerous, and I haven't played any of them. So of course, in some sense, it's easy for me to say that I love this game. But I love as much the idea of this game, what it potentially could be, and one of the problems that I have with a lot of these games that I've played is that I have looked at them and thought they have the potential to be so much more. For instance, I know that it's an old game and graphic-wise it is not really that pretty, But I really liked Star Wars: The Old Republic. I think it had the potential to be something really cool if the producers made us be part of the, not just part of the planets and part of the missions, but part of the universe. But they didn't. Let me just set it down over here. Here, perhaps? Yeah. They didn't. One of the problems I had with Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I know this is a smaller, minor part that really isn't that much part of the game in itself, but the fact that, let's set a new route. The fact that when you get into your ship, and I must say, I think that the ships are to some extent really well made in the Old Republic. I must say that. That's my honest opinion. But I think one of the things that really annoyed me about the game and the ships was that when you flew in them, when no matter where you went in that galaxy, it only took, I don't know, the same amount of time to go wherever you went.
Launch sequence complete.
And I know for an action game, or a game, I'm not sure whether it's an action game, but a game like The Old Republic, I don't think that's really a consideration that they're doing themselves. How much time you spend flying around in your ship. But for me it was. I wanted to be not just run around on the planets, the different planets, and kill enemies with my lightsaber or lightning bolts or anything like that. I wanted to be part of the Star Wars universe. And that's one of the things that I thought initially that the Old Republic really had the potential to be. But I think, in my opinion, what they did, or actually what they didn't do, was that they didn't use... I'm just going to move some papers, if you can hear it. They didn't use the ships to my extent. I think that they should have put much more stuff into the ships than they did. For instance, the ability to train or anything like that. They should have exploited the ships much more. And instead, you should have spent, well, if you're going the furthest distance in the galaxy, then it should take that time to fly the route.
Quantum travel engaged.
I think, as far as I haven't played it, but as far as I've seen in the newer game, I'm not sure what it was called, quite new. They did that. They put a little more travel time into the ship. But still, yeah, I just must say it is not like this. This is sort of the culmination, in my opinion, of what a space game must have. In reality, you can boil it down to one thing and one thing only. That game needs to have immersion. A space game needs to have immersion. When you go into the game, you don't want to feel like you're gaming. You want to feel like you're there. You are actually there. And that is what Star Citizen gives me. This is why I am so extremely hyped about this game. Because if you think of it, the missions that you do right now, flying around with boxes, and you can do some hunting with bounty hunters and mercenary missions and all that, but the bulk, I would say, is either trading or delivering boxes. Well, to be honest, that's if you think of it, if from a gaming viewpoint, that's actually pretty boring, right? It's really boring. But when you combine all that with the immersion that is in the game, then it is suddenly not boring. Well, for someone who wants constant 24/7 action game, of course, it will be. But for someone like me who really enjoys simulations, I've spent a lot of time playing the relatively advanced space simulator called Orbiter. And it is so, honestly, that it is completely, you can speed up time, but generally it is completely real time. So if you take a shuttle or some of the ships, more modern ships, concept ships that doesn't exist yet, in the former version, the 2010 version, I think it was, you could get a package of the old Saturn V rockets, so you can actually take the lunar model to the moon. But there are some ships, some more advanced ships, and also some basic ones that you can use also to go to the moon. But nevertheless, so the idea is, if you compare it to this game here, this game is of course futuristic, because otherwise the game would be completely broken actually. But essentially, when you take a ship right now, a lunar model, a spaceship, whatever it is, you fly it up through the atmosphere, just like a normal jet. And then you use your rocket engines depending on what kind of ship you have. One of the ships, you started with rocket engines, and then when you have built up enough speed, you engage something called ramjets. They need a lot of air to go into them in order to get to propel you forward. And then when you have, you should seek to get at least to the other part of the atmosphere. Actually, it would be better if you got up through the atmosphere. But the idea is not to go up, ascend very fast. The idea is to build up speed, because you need speed in order to get into orbit. So what you would do in that simulator is that you would fly out through the atmosphere, and then you would reach a certain point where you could get into orbit. And from that orbit, well, essentially in your orbit, if you sort of for a short second forget that it is space and it's extremely dangerous, but when you are in orbit, that is sort of your safe place. This is where you have the time. Now, obviously, you could do some calculations. The game is so realistic that you actually would need to choose, if you wanted the shortest route to the moon, you would need to take off at a certain time of year, time of day, certain date, in order to get the best send off as possible. But nevertheless, what you would do then is that you would ascend with that spaceship into orbit around Earth, and then you would plan your route, for instance, to the moon. That is a relatively simple trip, because it's just get out there and get back. But what you would do is that you would use your computers, your online computers, to calculate the optimal route in... Okay, I'll try to... Okay, there was one of those server lags as well. I put it down and then I didn't put it down as well. Probably another SOX issue. Yeah, nevertheless, Orbiter. I was telling about Orbiter. So, when you have that route calculated, you would then set off so that at the opposite... Well, imagine this. You need to travel to the moon, right? But unlike Star Trek or Star Wars or anything like that, and also to some extent this game, you can't just skip ahead directly against the moon, because it takes somewhere between 3 to 5 days to get out there. So what you needed to do was that you need to plan that route so that 3 or 4 days, that travel time into the future, the moon would be at that point where you are. And then when you have all that planned and you are in your orbit around Earth, when you get to the opposite side of that route, so if you imagine sort of an ellipse that goes all the way out to the point where the moon will be when you expect to be out there, then on the opposite side of that point, you'll engage something called a prograde burn. And the prograde burn really, it gives you velocity, but it more so extends your orbit at the opposite side. So that is why you do it on the opposite side where you want to go. And when you have done that, there's really nothing more to do than just sit and wait. And in Orbiter, if your calculation says it takes 3 days to go out to the moon, and you don't use any sort of time expansion or fast forward in the game, it will take 3 days real time to get out there. And also, the way back you do the exact same thing, just the opposite. It will also take you 3 days or whatever the travel time is to get back there. And that's one of the things that this game is a little bit different than Orbiter, because it would break the game. You couldn't be a space merchant if you had to do it just like they did when they sent the Apollo missions to the moon, because, well, you just couldn't. It would be, honestly, not for me, because I like realism, but it would be boring as hell for most people. But I think this game here, and that's why I really like Star Citizen so much, I think it gives a good compromise between taking shortcuts and still being very realistic. So compared to other games that I have sort of... Did I get it? Let me just check. I got this, and I need this. Alright. Yeah, compared to other games that I have, one of the things that I, for some strange reason, really actually like about this game is that it has, for the physics in the game, that is, realistic travel times.
Launch sequence.
Like I said in my previous stream, what I would like to have... I need to engage the speed a little bit more. I know that what CIG has planned and what they want to do is that they want to make wormholes, or I'm not sure, they call it travel points or something like that. And that's okay. I think, well, it's Stargate, right? You go into the gate and then you say and then you go back on the other side and then you are at a completely different place. It's okay. It's a viable idea from within the sci-fi universe. But I must just admit, I would really have loved to have long-range travel in this game, not by these wormholes, which is completely okay. And I think it's, from a programming point of view and server and all that, I think it's the best way they can do it, because, well, I'm going to be a little bit technical here and I really don't know how they're going to do it. But what I imagine they're going to do is that they're going to separate all those star systems. Let's see. Pick up, okay. So I need to. I hope he can make an OM point for me. Please do that. Set route. Why can I set a route? Oh, please. Let me just try to make it to... No. Nope. I hope that we're not getting an 30k error right now. Alright, let's just fly a bit around then. Yeah, I think what they want to do, that is my guess, that is guesstimate, whatever you want to call it. What I think that they want to do is that they want to program all these star systems as individual universes in themselves. So you can't really travel in-game from one star system to another. You go through this portal or wormhole, and then you're sort of programmable-wise transferred to that other system. And that's what I think. If they were to do it like I would like, they had to not only program all of these individual star systems in that universe, in that place, but they would also have to program everything in between. And I can understand why that is not viable for them. I really can. So let me see if I can get an OM point right now. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. At least that's what I think. But I would really just imagine it. If you could in this game get into your ship, set a course for some planet or some point in the other part of that solar system, and you have this quantum drive. That is essentially the highway for the solar system. It's not a long-range travel device. If you were to travel just a couple of light years, it will take, well, somewhere between 5 to 10 years real time, that is in the game, to travel that. So they would need to invent some sort of new drive in the game, like a warp drive from Star Trek, something like that, that could give you that extra travel. All right. Yeah, that would give you that extra travel. Remove the chat a little bit. That could give you that extra time. Sorry, that could give you that extra speed. Something like 2 to 3 times the speed of light. That would be preferable. Perhaps even something like, for game-wise, something like 10 times. But even that, in that sense, it would take a very long time. So, but that is something that could be adjusted in the game to sort of accommodate. But just imagine, I think that one of the things that I enjoy about this game so much, and is part of that immersion that the game provides, is that if I want to travel from, let's say, Crusader to Microtech, or some let me just look at it now. Let's see what we have. Let's zoom out all the way if I can. Not sure why I can't see the... Interesting. Oh well, let's use this instead. Or the nav map scale. Here we have. So let's say I wanted to travel from Arc L5, the Lagrange point here, all the way to Microtech. That would take that time. So I couldn't cheat my way out of it. If it takes 20 minutes to travel, or 8 minutes or something like that, to travel that distance, it will take 20 minutes to travel that distance. And that's it. And that's what I really enjoy about this game, is that we have real-time travel. We are not depending on We're not depending on some sort of loading screen or something like that while we go from one system to another. And we can, like it has been shown so many times, we can drop out anywhere in space and just sit there. So that entire solar system is ours to discover. So with that in mind, what I would like for them to do, what I would like for CIG to do, is to implement, well, they have all of these systems that they have put in that are, well, they are there, they're known. So to some extent, well, the destination to them are known at least. But it would be really cool if they were to implement some positions in that galaxy, whatever it is. It's probably a galaxy, a quadrant of a galaxy. It would be really cool if they added unknown systems. So not just undiscovered planets, but complete undiscovered systems. Imagine that. That would be sort of the culmination, and that would really justify having a big ship like the, well, you can use it as a fort. What? You can use it as a fortress, of course.
Contact received.
Oh, contact. You can use it as I'm of course talking about the 890.
Received.
Yeah, I know. The 890 jump, of course. That's what I'm talking about. Let me just go to radar scale so we can see. I'm still not in armistice zone, so I am that now. So let's take out the speed and get a landing pad. Oh yes, of course. Let me just go back. If you're playing Star Citizen, if you are considering playing Star Citizen, I would love to share my referral code with you, so you get 5,000 UECs in the game, and I get some thumbs up, something like that. But I'll not share it here because my intention is not that to get access to stuff because you watch me play this and you say, how cool. And then I give you my referral code and then you use that. I want you to ask me for it, basically. Because then I know that you're not doing this because I just told you that you should do it, but that you actually considered, yeah, it seems reasonable. I want to do that. So, yeah. That's my intention. But if you want to, if you're already here in the universe, in the verse, in Star Citizen, and you think, well, it could be pretty cool to play with this guy. My name is here, Mike Hansen. It is my name in the game, and you can look me up, you can add me. And I know I need to, for now, the communication have to go via the Twitch stream, and I know that's a bit finicky because I'm probably, but you can definitely go to my YouTube channel. Has the same name, Mike's Basement, and then you can go from there to write a comment on one of my Star Citizen videos, and that can definitely help because then I can see your. Let me see where I should land. Then I can see your name. Then I can add you as well. Because that's one of the things that I don't understand that CIG has chosen. Instead, whoa, there's a lot of red here. Maybe it's bounties. Instead of... Let me just think about what I wanted to say. Yes. instead of you giving me some sort of not sure what we should call it, some kind of ping. Whenever I think what they should have done, what you should have done with this player system is that when you add me and I log on, or even on the homepage, because those two are connected, then I get sort of a little notification that says that this guy has added you as a friend. Would you like to add him as well? And then I can think about it and say, no, I don't know him. He's probably a crazy creep and I won't have anything to do with him. Or I can say, yeah, sure. I want to play with him. Let's do it. But instead, it has to go this way, that you add me, or for that matter, I add you. And when that so have happened, and we have, and then we can play. But I need to know that you have added me, or you need to know that I have added you, in order for this to work. So I could add a host of people that I would like to play with, and none of them would be any of the wiser whether I have added them or not before I actually tell them, hey, I've added you, would you like to play with me? Then they can do it. But otherwise, no, not. So that's one of the issues I think that CIG might have to deal with, hopefully soon. And they say that they want to do some there we go. Let's go pick up the bugs. They have stated, CIG, that they will do some quality of life improvements in the upcoming 3.8.1 patch. And I know it's probably not that. It's probably something else. Because I have an idea that programming-wise, it would be a pretty big deal to sort of, in essence, rewrite the entire system. Or maybe it's just a little bit that they had to patch on in order for this to work. But I would really love that they added it so that whenever you add someone, doesn't have to be me, of course. Whenever you add someone, whenever you add a person to the game, as a friend, contact, whatever you want to call it, then they instantly get a notification, hey, this guy has added you, would you like to add him? And then we can sort of box back and forth and say, no, I don't care. And then it could even be so that if it's sort of like, if you haven't accepted my friendship call, or whatever we should call it, contact, it will be removed from me as well, so that I'm not going there. Oh, better. That's one of the pleasures of having this game running from a hard drive. It is really laggedy lag as heck when I get to a point like this. But that's really one of the things that I would love for them to do in the upcoming patch, but probably won't happen there. Probably will happen much later, unfortunately. That's just the way things go, right? Alright, so whenever my hard drive is done killing itself or something like that, we can hopefully go and pick up this box. And then earn some money. Yeah. We're going to earn some money that we can lose again when they wipe our accounts. I'm so angry. Sorry, I know it's a cheap shot. Doing Arnold impressions, even bad ones, it's really a cheap shot. It's just like, I have nothing left else to do. Let me impersonate Arnold Schwarzenegger, talking like Arnold, and then you'll laugh a little bit at me, and then we are good to go again, or something like that. Probably not. Alright, so let's pick up the box if we can. Sometimes it won't even let me. It's so bad. Open up. Open sesame. Yeah.
Initiating. For your safety, please vacate the area.
I was... Oh, there we are. I was expecting a little bit more. And now we need to run. Because otherwise they're going to store our ship. Oh no. Why do I think that's one of the things that they need to really get fixed. Well, I have a lot of money, so why the heck not just get that parking fine out of the way? And I know that I am not sure, but I really trust that I don't lose my boxes. Let's log in. Access in system. Yes, I know that. I think this is one of the... I landed on a pad that they gave me. Now, why the heck do I get a parking fine for landing on a pad that they have shown me, that they have given me? Imagine doing that in real life. You went to, I don't know, a job interview, and then you park your car sort of little on the outside, and then run in and say, well, I have a car, can you give me somewhere to park? I need that, because otherwise I can't be part of this interview. I can't just park my car in the middle of the road, so yeah. They will obviously probably say, yeah, sure. You see, we have this little parking place here just around the corner. Then you can drive around there. And then you get spot number 84. And then you say, okay, cool. Drive around the corner. Find a parking place. And park your car at spot 84. And then when you go out there to your car, you have a parking fine. You would do that to anyone? Even if you don't give them the job, that would be just... I wouldn't say creepy, but I have paid the fine. Oh, come on. Why should I pay 2 fines? Oh, well. Well, I can just as well spend the money because... That's hopefully one of the things that they get fixed in the next patch. Maybe actually when I'm done with this stream, I should go and check to see whether there are actually a bug report on this fine thing. Oh. Just getting trampled by an elevator. So, forgot again. He's a creepy dude. Hurston, yeah, of course I can't see the pan. You look creepy, go away. Let's see. Alright, let's try pad 4. I'm not actually sure where they put my ship, and I really hate that I can't see where they put it. Come on. CIG, please get those screens fixed. We need them. Hopefully this is the correct one. Let's see. No. I'm getting further away. And this is one of the things that is, in my opinion, One of the most annoying part of this game is sort of the search and search and rescue. The pick a random what do you call it? There we are. Pick a random pad and then go out and see whether your ship is there. You can follow the distance, of course, and that will give you some idea. But really. Alright, so let's deliver some boxes. But I know I would like to reiterate all the people that are complaining more than usual about the bugs in this game. Yes, they are there. And they are annoying as... Yeah, I'm not going to say that word, but it's one of the S words. Poop. It's annoying poop. It really is. But when you think of it, again, I would like to reiterate, because I don't think people really appreciate what CIG, what the developers have done here. Have done here. Not had, but have. Is this some sort of... There are lots of red guys on that radar. It seems... One more. It seems like we're going for some sort of bounty hunter versus law enforcement war, almost. The guns here, the turrets are definitely going crazy about it. Alright, let's set a course. Where we're going with this box here, we're going to... Really? Do I have to... No, I am at Hurston. Oh, we're going to Crusader and Selin. Oh, it's on the other side. Of course it is. Higgs research. Set route. Ask for permission to leave. Yes, I know. Contact received.
You are clear to launch.
Thank you.
Launch sequence complete. Contact received. Landing gear up.
Thank you. And please visit again.
I certainly will when I get the chance. So unfortunately, for those of all my no viewers, I know it's for all of those of my 0 viewers, is that where I'm going? No. No. There I'm going. There we go.
Quantum travel engaged.
Okay. That was that was interesting.
Shield charge complete.
That was also one of the bugs that we're seeing here lately in Star Citizen, that you engage in quantum travel, then you travel a certain distance, and then you are in some ways forced out of quantum travel, and then you're back exactly where you started. Now fortunately this ship here has a pretty big tank, so fuel tank, so we won't get into trouble in the foreseeable future. But if this were my Adventure Titan instead, I would probably have to go back to refuel at some point, because I would have spent a lot of fuel on flying absolutely nowhere.
Quantum travel complete.
In overall, it was a faster and to some extent better program, definitely.
Quantum travel.
But there were bugs everywhere. Some were syntax bugs. Those are the good ones because those are easy to discover.
Complete.
But there was also a lot of functionality bugs inside the program, and that made it very hard to figure out. And in that case, I had, I don't know, a couple of 100 lines of code or something like that. Not really much. And so I could sit sort of a couple of afternoons with a cup of coffee and test them, write little specific stop markers in the code and see sort of basically step by step trying to go through the code, let it run until I found the bugs. But CIG, the developers here, they can't do that. They can't just spool the code out and block certain parts of out of the code, because they have real people out there playing the game and expecting to not just be thrown out or lose their ship or anything like that. So they have to, I imagine that is, they have to find the errors in the code while we are still playing. And that is why they need our assistance while playing, to show them where the bugs are. And I would imagine that they would prefer as many people writing bug reports as possible, and also as many people going in and looking at the current bug reports and see if they can reproduce some of them. Because I think that the best way for them to narrow down the problems in the code is that they can get very specific data from us about where the errors are. Because they can't just put in stop markers. Like I had a very linear code, of course, so there wasn't much jumping back and forth. But nevertheless, they can't just put in stop markers into the code and then just stop it. I know that this is also why they have the persistent test universe. That they can do exactly that. They can pull certain parts of the code out and then test that part of the code. And I'm just trying to... Whoa. I want to land, but I don't want to land that badly. I'm just going to occupy this very small landing pad here. Let's deliver the first box.
Rear collision.
Yeah, I know.
Front collision.
Maybe if I lower the landing gear... Oh, I didn't have any viewers. You should have seen me screw up. Too bad. Let me see if I can refuel while I'm here. Oh, I can. Perfect. Do that? Yeah, I can. 181. Let me just check the ship from outside. See whether I... No, I didn't blow anything off. Alright, so... or rip anything off. Let me just... refuel the hydrogen.
Hydrogen fuel at 100%.
Okay.
Hydrogen fuel at 100%.
Okay. You don't have to say it more than once. I'm not stupid. So now we should be restocked. Let's just repair while we're here. I'm not sure what went wrong, but I know that I tried to land the ship without any landing gear.
Collision. Landing successful.
There we go. Alright, so let's deliver the first box. We need to make a lot of money so that CIG can erase all of it. Yeah, but I really don't know what else to do. I love doing these box missions. Whoa, it's really foggy. Listen to that. Listen to those sounds. That is why I love this game. Those sounds, they make it everything of Star Citizen worth it. Just look at that and listen to that. I can almost feel the wind blowing in my face. I love the immersion from this game. I really do. It is... I've said it so many times and I can't really stop saying it. It is one of the best games I have ever played. And that is why I'm going to spend a lot of time playing this game. One of the other considerations that I'm doing myself regarding streaming contra making videos for YouTube is that I also have sort of a storyline going on YouTube. And I don't want to neglect that because I think this game is more than anything suitable for making a story-driven gameplay. Hello, fella. Because it's a really big open sandbox universe that you can do stuff not completely accurately, but almost what you would do in real life. Right? You would transport stuff around in real life. You would... I certainly hope he can survive that. What in the world is that sound? What? That was a very... Whoa! Hi, buddy. You were just about to land on my face. Hey, buddy. You were just about to land on my face. How are you doing? You're online, you're streaming. Actually, I'm streaming, but you're on my stream. Congratulations. Doing box missions or delivering goods? Or making the ship jump? You forgot to close your door. Or perhaps you haven't gotten out yet. Hello, are you in there? No. But who's flying that ship? Perhaps he went inside while I went out. Hi buddy, how are you? Oh, I guess I got my answer. You are trading, not delivering boxes. To be fair, I'm not a pirate or anything, but can you hear me? Well, he certainly wasn't very talkative. Bye bye, buddy. Remember to close your doors. Let me just write to him. Let me see. No. Well, maybe he was in a hurry and didn't have time to talk. Well, that's one of the things that I like about this game, and I think that needs to be wouldn't say expressed, but yeah. That's one of the real forces that I think this game has, is the community that you can make, not only by streaming, but also just by meeting people here. Now I know these servers, there are 50 people that can play on one server at a time, and well, they're a pretty big universe, right? It's a pretty big solar system. Let's just take this Port Olisar transfer hub. Where in the world is that? Selling. Oh, that's where we are. Cool. At least I think. And now my Moby class route. There we are. What's going on? There we are. Oh, let's see. Yes, we should be on selling. Yeah, we are. Oh. This Mogode 8 shoulder. There we are. It is a bit finicky.
Sequence complete.
Raise the landing gear. And get out. I still don't know, of course I don't, because it's on the same planet. Come on. Let's deliver another box. Here we go. yeah, that's one of the things that I really enjoy about this game. Not only the immersion, but we are really here. We are sort of a little community, tiny community of 50 people in a very big system. It's like with all the moons and planets that are here, we could almost share one moon, 4 people or 10 people or something like that. I think it's really cool. But that's one of the good things about this game. And it makes me wonder whether my proximity comm is actually working, because I've talked to a lot of people and they don't really seem to react to me. So maybe I should test it on someone I know. Brake, please, brake. Let me see. Oh, I didn't even turn on the light off. Well, we have a space brake. Let's enable that. Oh, yeah. Let's see where we can actually land. Can we land anywhere specific? No, it's just an aid shelter. Well... there, perhaps? Maybe this is big enough. Now I do need to put down my landing gear. I'll remember to do it. Yes, of course there's a deck collision. I'm trying to land. That's one of the things that would also be nice if they got fixed in the next patch. Which one of you were it? I think this is, well, this is the Kovalex, and we're doing a Kovalex. No, it's this one. It's very quiet. Oh, now it's not so quiet. Yeah, I do remember to close my door. I don't want any beep hole to just wander inside and steal my ship. Well, obviously he could just shoot me, but then he would get a crime stat. And I wouldn't. No, I actually saw, and that's one of the things they need to get fixed in some sense in this game. Cobra from Cobra TV, one of the first videos I saw with him, he had just gotten the new the freelancer. Thank you. Now we get some more money. Let me just see. I have reached 100,000. How freaking cool is that? Alright, let's go. Deliver the last box. Oh, I would so love to stay here for the sunrise. Should we do it? No, it's a bit late and I'm almost an hour past my... Oh, I was almost about to say bedtime, but you know what I mean. Yeah, let's do it. I'm pretty sure that it will come pretty fast. There we are. Hopefully no one will shoot me while we wait. Look at that. Come on, look at that. It is freaking beautiful. Let me just see if I have something cool here. Let me see, some kind of ad. gain limited noise. No, I don't. Expand. Close. But please look at that. This is what, well, among many other things, what makes this game worth playing. It is so freaking beautiful. I know this is a game. I know. But we are standing on a moon. Around I'm not sure if we can see it even. No, it's probably on the other side of the Crusader. Is not to be seen anywhere. Oh. I'm a little bit in doubt whether we are seeing a sunrise or a sunset. It's probably a sunset then. What is this moon doing? Because it looks like it's sort of... No, it's me moving a bit around. But nevertheless, look at that. It is so freaking beautiful. Yeah, it's getting more dark. I think we're seeing a sunset instead of a sunrise. But nevertheless... I just want to say... I don't say this because I want to be cheesy or anything like that. Or sort of make an acting. I'm a terrible actor. So no, of course I wouldn't do that. I say it because I mean it. Because I think this game is so freaking beautiful. I could play this game all night long. All day long. Seriously. And not because I'm addicted or anything like that. It's not an addiction. It's not like I can't stop. It's just like I won't stop. I don't want to stop. I want to keep playing this game over and over and over and over again. And when I'm tired of playing this game, they have added so much new content that I will play it anyway. I am completely confident about this. This is such a cool game. So, let's set the road for Port Olisar. And then I will take my leave. Oh yes, of course, they did give me a DM point. OM point. Let's hit the space break. Let's go. Deliver the final box. Their Crusader is... Look at that. Just look at that! I can imagine how it must have felt. I can just imagine how it will feel. To sit in a ship like this and watch that planet, that gas giant. Can only imagine it.
Quantum travel engaged.
Think about that. And even according to the law, it's a low mass gas giant. So it shouldn't even be sort of Jupiter-like size or anything like that. And imagine that. When they make the solar system and they add Jupiter, that huge gas giant, Imagine that. Just imagine that. Taking your tour from Hurston, Arkor, to the travel point, the hub, make your way to Earth, to the solar system, to Sol system. There we are. No, that was not what I wanted. Contacts. Portal is our landing service, yeah. And then
Proceed to assigned landing.
take a tour around Jupiter. The only thing I would like for them to implement in this game, physics-wise, as I'm coming from Orbiter, would be well, besides wing physics, which I think is needed, at least for some of the planes. Let me see if I get a parking ticket here if I auto-landed. Oh, stop. No. Oh. That was so close. Let me see if I can refuel. Now you're telling me. I just also put it down for 10 minutes ago or something like that. Alright. Let's see.
Hydrogen fuel at 100%. Hydrogen fuel
Yeah, I know that. Why do you keep repeating it?
fuel at 100%. Hydrogen fuel at 100%.
I must admit, I definitely know
Successful.
that it is a
Landing
bug.
complete. Have a pleasant stay.
I think I forgot to turn the engines off. We can check when we get out to see whether the engines are running. Because then I need to go back inside and turn the engines off. Where is that delivery? 400 something meters? Alright, so let's see. Yeah, look at that. The engines are still on. That's one of the little errors in this game. Oh, come on. That if you turn off the... and that's one of the crazy things about this. I'm pretty sure that if I turn the ship on and then press engines off, it will say engines on. But let me see. Power on. Engines off.
Systems on. Engines on. Engines off.
There we go. And then power off.
Weapon system off.
And now I'll show you. Now it has turned off the engines, actually. Let's just take our final box. See, now the engines are off. Oh, come on. Now I want to get off. Yeah, that outsourcing opportunity is... what the heck is that? What? Whoever is owning this, I think it's a prospector. You seem to be missing a substantial part of your ship. Yes? Come on, man, look at that. It's completely stripped, but it's still hanging in there. It must be some sort of server error, I hope that. Well, at least... Let me see if I can go through it, or I can. Can I jump onto it? No, I can't jump onto it. But, well, it certainly is, in some sense, proof, stealing proof. I'm not sure what the heck is going on with that ship, but it certainly looks strange. That is going to be part of my intro video, a little part. That's why I record this. That looks pretty hilarious. But let's go and deliver the box. 438 meters. I think I need to go to another part. Maybe. I'm not sure. Oh no, that's so bad. Alright, I guess... I guess there's no real way out of this for me than to try. The thing is, this box mission here might very quickly go sour. Because if I land just a tiny bit wrong on the pads, then I will drop the box and I cannot pick it up anymore. And that is so freaking annoying. But maybe we can get to see some more strange ships. And we can get to enjoy this huge, huge port. And imagine that this port is essentially... It's not that big. It's actually quite small. But it just really is big anyway, right? It's just huge. Alright. Here goes nothing. This is either... Well, what do you say? Break a leg? Hopefully not break anything. And please don't fall on your face. Oh, I landed. Safely. It looked like, it sounds like when he's sort of landing that he's sort of like he's sort of really surprised or fortunate in some way that he landed correctly. Well, I guess drop off. Place. Give me my money, please. Thank you. Let me see. Yes, central delivery, blah, 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 blah. Let's go back. To the ship. No. Wrong way. Now we can run fast. Faster. Faster. And jump. Oh yes. Oh, what the heck happened there? Someone tried to grab me. There are ghosts on this space station here. I wonder if you can look inside. Hello? Anybody in there? No. Not there at least. But there should be some windows that you should be able to look in at. Somewhere. There's a heck of a lot of freelancers now because we all have one. Let me see if I can land the right way this time. Yeah. I want to take a look at what that is. I've never seen that kind of... Is that the mining vessel that was... Yeah, I think it is. or not. I'm not sure. Yeah, it is. It is a mining... Well, I'm not sure it is that mining vessel, but it certainly is a mining vessel. It's the Prospector. It seems to have gained the rest of it now. And what is that? Is that a hammerhead? Oh my, that's a hammerhead. Or what? And that's one of the things I think is so cool about this game, is that you can run around and look at the different ships. That hurt. Oh, little lag. I just want to wave and say hi. He's probably sitting here. Oh, is that the Valkyrie? Hey, buddy. Is that the Valkyrie? My, it's a beautiful game. Sorry, beautiful ship. And one of the things I really like about this is that it reminds me to some extent, if it is the Valkyrie, I think it is, but I'm not sure. It reminds me a little bit of the lander from Aliens. What? Something behind me landed me? Yeah. Oh. And that's a constellation Aquila, I think it's called, something like that. And that's one of the things I really find so cool about this game, is that you can walk around and you can look at these ships, and every one of them. Hi, buddy.
We're sorry. You exceeded the allotted time to depart. We will have to return your ship to storage. Initiating ship storage procedure.
Is that the Aquila?
Please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
You can hear me, right? Wave or something like that if you can hear me. Bye-bye. Then don't wave. But that's one of the things that I want to do. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm running all that I can. Bye. Alright. 2 hours of streaming has gone by. And, well, what can I say? Let me sit here. It really has been a pleasure for me, even though I have had not many viewers during this time here. But I love it. I love this game, and I hope that my passion for this game can shine through when I play this, and hopefully that passion can get me some more viewers, so that I can probably help some more people get into this game, because it is such a cool game. It's a lovely game. And the more we have in the game, the more we can play together. That's just simply how it works. But I'm going to stop the stream right now. I hope that if you find this video on Twitter, you will also go and check out my channel on YouTube. I play a lot of other games there, and I will probably also stream some games here. And hopefully I will see you in the verse. Bye bye.